This section focuses on George S. Patton's childhood, family background, and deep-rooted beliefs, which later became the foundation of his entire life and leadership style. George Smith Patton Jr. was born on November 11, 1885, in California, United States. He came from a family with a strong military tradition. His grandfather and great-grandfather had both fought in the American Civil War. From an early age, Patton grew up listening to stories of war, bravery, sacrifice, and the honor of soldiers. These stories had a deep impact on his mind and led him to believe that he, too, was born for a great destiny. Patton's childhood was not like that of an ordinary child. He suffered from dyslexia, which caused him many difficulties in his studies. Despite this weakness, his determination and hard work never allowed him to give up. He constantly trained himself to become physically and mentally strong. From a young age, he developed a strong interest in sword fighting, horseback riding, and military history. One of the most unique aspects of Patton's personality was his belief that he had lived as a warrior in different eras of history. He believed that his soul had once been a Roman soldier, a medieval knight, and a soldier during Napoleon's time. Because of this belief, the battlefield never felt unfamiliar to him. It felt known and remembered. This idea made him feel that death could not easily reach him, as if he had been chosen for a special mission. This belief in immortality gave Patton extraordinary confidence. He did not see himself as an ordinary man, but as a soldier of destiny. This belief later shaped him into a fearless general who never hesitated in the face of danger and accepted every war as part of his fate. Patton's childhood and beliefs formed the basic foundation of his life story, marking the beginning of the journey of a legendary military leader. This section highlights George S. Patton's military training, strict discipline, and aggressive leadership style, which made him one of the most famous generals of World War II. Patton began his military training at the United States Military Academy at West Point. Initially, he struggled academically, but his hard work, self-discipline, and determination pushed him forward. At West Point, Patton focused not only on academic knowledge, but also on leadership, strategy, and physical fitness. He believed that a good commander must be strong both mentally and physically. For this reason, he subjected himself and his soldiers to intense training. Patton's discipline became legendary. He strongly emphasized punctuality, cleanliness of uniform, and unquestioned obedience to orders. He believed discipline was the foundation of victory in war. Because of his strictness, some soldiers feared him, while many respected him because he demanded the same effort and sacrifice from himself that he expected from his troops. During World War II, Patton's greatest achievement was his fast, moving tank strategies. He was an expert in armored warfare and believed that the enemy should never be given time to think. His famous slogan was "Attack, attack, attack." His tank units advanced rapidly, breaking through enemy defenses and forcing them to retreat. His swift advances in France and Germany severely disrupted enemy planning. On the battlefield, Patton's confidence was unmatched. He was often seen near the front lines, personally assessing situations and making quick decisions. His belief that he was born for a special mission kept him confident despite constant danger. This confidence inspired courage and enthusiasm among his soldiers. In short, Patton's military training, iron discipline, and aggressive leadership style made him a fearless and effective general during World War II. His fast tank strategies and battlefield confidence remain a lasting example in military history. This section describes the aspects of George S. Patton's personality that made him both a great general and a controversial figure. Patton was known for his quick temper, anger, and blunt manner. At times, these traits contributed to his success, but often they damaged his reputation. Patton's anger was a defining part of his character. He demanded extremely high standards from his soldiers, and when they failed to meet his expectations, he reacted harshly. He believed there was no place for weakness in war. Because of this mindset, he showed little sympathy for emotionally or mentally exhausted soldiers. During World War II, a famous incident occurred when Patton slapped a hospitalized soldier, accusing him of cowardice. This event caused outrage in both the media and military leadership, and Patton was temporarily removed from command. It remains one of the most serious controversies of his life. Patton's bold and aggressive speeches were also widely known. His words were direct, harsh, and brutally honest. The purpose of his speeches was to remove fear from soldiers and mentally prepare them for combat. He often linked war with honor and masculinity, an approach that many criticized. Some viewed his style as emotional and ruthless, while others found his speeches highly motivating. Patton's controversies were not limited to his anger. His statements sometimes created political and diplomatic problems. He often spoke without restraint, causing difficulties for his superiors and allies. This habit occasionally threatened his military career. Behind all this was Patton's belief in his own immortality. He truly believed that his life had a special purpose and that death could not easily reach him. This belief made him fearless on the battlefield, leading him to take risks that many commanders would avoid. Sometimes this fearlessness brought success. At other times, it made him the target of criticism. In summary, Patton's personality had two sides. On one hand, a brave, fearless, and inspiring leader. On the other, an impatient, angry, and controversial general. His belief in immortality gave him extraordinary courage, but at times, that courage went too far and harmed his reputation. This final section focuses on the sudden death of George S. Patton and the legacy he left behind, highlighting a deep irony. The general, who believed himself immortal, did not die on the battlefield, but in a simple accident. Only a few months after the end of World War II, in December 1945, Patton was stationed in Germany. Although the war was over, his mind remained filled with thoughts of future conflicts. He struggled to adjust to peacetime, as war and leadership had defined his life. On December 9, 1945, Patton was involved in a car accident. He survived for several days, but passed away on December 21, 1945. His death shocked the world, especially those who viewed him as fearless and invincible. The most striking irony was that Patton had survived countless battles, surrounded by bullets and bombs, yet death did not claim him there. Instead, a simple accident ended his life. The man who believed he was a warrior reborn across centuries met an ordinary, undramatic end. After his death, opinions about Patton's legacy were divided. To many, he was a hero, a commander whose leadership, speed, and aggressive strategies helped change the course of World War II. His armored warfare tactics, confidence, and never retreat philosophy are still studied in military academies today. Others view Patton as a problematic figure. His anger, harsh language, and controversies, especially the hospital incident and political statements, remain difficult to ignore. Yet history often reminds us that great figures are rarely perfect. Patton's belief in immortality remains central to understanding his legacy. It shaped his leadership, courage, and willingness to take risks. However, his death serves as a reminder that no matter how powerful or confident a person may be, life and death ultimately remain beyond human control. Today, George S. Patton is remembered as a legendary military leader. His name is associated not only with battles and victories, but also with strong beliefs, contradictions, and influence. Though he is gone, his legacy endures, proving that true immortality lies not in the body, but in the impact one leaves behind.